Yo, welcome back to the Unboxable podcast. This is episode number 28, of course. Uh, I myself took a little hiatus, just in the sense of I moved states, so I completely moved. I had to move all my shit, had to get a custom Wi-Fi, all that shit. Had to move. Um, been dealing with some other shit on the side. It's been about 3 weeks since I've uploaded. We're getting back into consistency now. I'm going to start uploading a lot more. I'm going to have more guests, in-person guests as well. I'm back in Wyoming now, so that's nice. It was also nice to take a break and recharge. I felt like I was spinning out in the astral plane, mental plane. I was too mental with my approach of things, so it was leading to emotional burnout and just overall burnout in a sense of if you're rich and you're too material, too like you're too materialistic, you get locked into that. But there's like the other side of the spectrum to where if you're too mental, you become also almost Luciferian and you just emotionally spin out and burn out because your feet are running ahead of your body, so to say. You could think of 9 million things right now. I could think of unlimited energy for the world. I could think of a fucking a new car. I could think of, oh, I need to erect a construction business and open a gas station and fix my dirt. But like thinking all that shit, like you got to let your body catch up, so you got to balance it. You got to will forward what you mentally want. So we're getting pretty high up. I'm almost to episode 30. I want to have Tumor back on. I want to do some more podcasts with James. I have some more Unboxable members that I'm going to have on here. But essentially, this is going to be about what we got coming up. It's currently March, and everyone knows that political high horses are going to be coming out, and everyone's going to be acting like they know what the fuck they're talking about because there's an election coming up, which elections are rigged. The president doesn't do anything. The president is controlled. Donald Trump licks Israel's asshole. Joe Biden licks Israel's asshole. So, in light of the new election, I'm going to do a couple things on this and keep hinting at it. I just want no one to participate. That'd be cool if no one participated. If no one literally said participated, that'd be amazing. There's actually people that will spend 3 hours in line to cast a vote on whoever the fuck it might be, Jimmy Jew, Johnny Jonah, fucking Bimbo, Billy Boggins, nigga, I don't really give a fuck. Whoever it might be, there's some people that'll spend 3 to 4 hours in line to cast one vote, which has nothing to do with who's going to be president. For one, it's rigged. For two, is we are in a representative democracy, meaning that we do not elect the president. Even if shit was true and it was see-through and politics weren't rigged and fucked, we still don't elect the president. You learned that shit in like 7th grade. We're in a representative democracy. We elect the representatives to the House, which then in turn vote for the president. So no, we don't vote for the president. But you're going to wait in line anyways. You're going to waste your time. Either way, this is a huge election. Getting to a little bit of numerology here. There's a couple numbers that are very significant. 666 is a very big number. A huge number in numerology. It's very important. It's number 47. This will be the 47th president of the United States that we're going to be electing. This is very significant. And I'm actually going to just touch on this briefly, and I'm going to go into depth with it. I'm going to start doing a Vimeo sequence to where I'm on the internet. You guys see me and I'm going to be talking to you. I actually have like 6 videos already that are 2 or 3 hours long that got deleted off Facebook of me going through with evidence, scholarly articles, different things, just kind of substantiating these claims I'm making. But either way, right now we are literally seeing the government dehumanize Mexicans, just like they did with 9/11. They picked something that was bullshit. They dehumanized Arabs, made us all think they're terrorists and not humans. So like we didn't have a heart for them, and we just let them go over there and slaughter them and take their shit. They're doing the same shit with Mexicans with the invasion. They're trying to dehumanize Mexicans. They want to go into Mexico actually, and there's a couple reasons for that. One of the reasons they want to go into Mexico, it has nothing to do with the cartel. The cartel is, they work with the CIA, they work with the government. The ones that don't fight the government, so they don't like that. But it has nothing to do with the cartel. If you think that's what it is, you're fucking retarded. They want to, one, it's the biggest lithium deposit in the world, was found in Mexico. There's one. Two is Mexico is projected in the next 100 years to be a superpower of the world by some of the leading economical resources. I don't want to say individuals who said this, because like there's statistics and things that like multiple individuals have used economical statistics that have pointed to this, but Mexico is supposed to be a huge superpower. So if they can go in and destabilize control and then also pretty much falsify elections and put in people in control there, get rid of the cartel, because that's a problem. Cartel's not going to let that, the quote unquote good cartel, I guess. And I think good is you're fighting for like what's right, like your own country, like what you're doing. Like you can kill somebody and still be a good person. I think let me tell you how. If someone raped your daughter, or some pedo raped your daughter, or someone was in your country shooting at your parents every day, blowing your fucking roads up, that don't speak your language, that aren't from there, and you're killing them, that's probably a good idea because you're defending home turf. There's a couple things there. So currently they're dehumanizing Mexicans so they can go in there, destabilize the cartel for the reason of power. Honestly, they just want the lithium deposits. They want other natural resources coming out of Mexico, and they want to control a superpower that's coming up. We've been seeing that, like I said, with Muslims and whatnot. Two is, let's talk about, you guys remember 1980s, the crack epidemic? And then now we figure out the government was making crack and flooding the streets with it. CIA was flooding the streets with crack. It's the same exact shit with fentanyl. It's the same exact shit with fentanyl. It's literally just, history doesn't repeat, it rhymes. So they blame someone, dehumanize them. They're destroying certain communities with fentanyl. This is nothing new. And another thing I want to say on here is that anybody you watch, man, I mean, from Joe Rogan to Joe Biden to Kamala Harris to Andrew Tate to anybody you watch that picks a political party is a sellout. If someone's huge and doesn't pick like a side of like the puppet two-class system, which is just one disguised as two, it's very dangerous for them. They're going to be a national security threat. They're not going to be promoted on algorithms and whatnot. As soon as you pick a side, you sold out. You're selling out. That's your side now, and you're just falling into the system. You might have all this open-minded knowledge, free thinking information. That means fucking nothing when you're trapping someone into fundamentalism and blocking divine light. When you're too fundamental, you're too square, you have too many edges, you can't channel divine light. Shit gets trapped. It reflects differently. And that's exactly what happens when you put parameters on things, or when things are so precise that they're able to have parameters set upon them. So we're just seeing essentially 1980 revamp. We're seeing now they're not only targeting though minority populations majorly with bought out record labels like Leor Cohen, who owns a group of 300, and these other piece of shit record execs that also own the prison industries that are funneling them with music. They're also targeting now a very like the white, kind of rugged, more country rebel cowboy population. Not only because they're the biggest de facto military in the world with all the guns and shit they have, but because like that's a big threat to the power system too as well now. So they're gonna do it. Here's a couple things that I could think of off my head. They're gonna do it with more alcohol and different spirits and whatnot. So there's gonna be an uptick in alcohol. There's gonna be new marketing campaigns and shit targeted at certain audiences. Like the Nelk Boys has Happy Dad. You think of the name Happy Dad, think of who they're targeting, kind of their audience, who goes to college, who watches. Country music is going to be bought out and targeted infinite. It's going to have a lot of bullshit in it now. Because that's the music they listen to. They're going to go after different food groups that these people are more inclined to eat. I could tell you just they're against homesteading already. They try to make it illegal to homestead and farm and whatnot, and they try to just shove us in condominiums where no one belongs. But recently here where I live, they made it illegal to have chickens within city residents. Let me remind you that within city boundaries, let me remind you that the city is non-existent. I think the biggest building we have here is a Walmart. So maybe fucking like events complex. So there's really no city. They're pretty much just saying like, yeah, dude, if you're gonna have to pretty much have a lot of money or go out of your way to be able to have like chickens, you know. And here already, because I'm in Wyoming, okay, so this is prime place for the next target. They're gonna use country music, different alcohol, get rid of animals, make us eat certain things, trying to get rid of the guns. As we can see, they want to just like in Texas, for example, because people think this is a Republican thing. You guys are forever spellcasted into duality. So in Texas, Uvalde school shooter, the fucking retarded police there literally let him slaughter a bunch of people, and then after he pretty much got the job done, killing as many people as they can after an hour, they're like, okay, let's go get him now. Let's go get him now. That's fucking stupid. Something was going on there. Something's fishy. If you let old dude finish up his mission, what he was doing, and then you go in there, like you could have. They responded. I think they responded almost immediately. I even know dads and shit were trying to go in there to save their kids because the sheriffs and shit weren't doing shit. They could have went in there and literally probably not had any casualties. Where the fuck is the school cop at? So it's on both sides here. Shit's very very fishy. So as we see a new COINTEL program taking place, targeting certain populations, we also see them pulling the free thinkers back into the system by using free thinkers, quote unquote, paying them off like Joe Rogan, who's supposed to be open-minded free thinker leading people to the truth, paying them off to become a Republican and then sell bullshit ideologies to people, once again spellcasting them back into the system. The problem I foresee is that there should be a war taking place between bootlickers and people who are done paying taxes and people who could think for themselves and are done with fucking government rules about fucking everything. I can't even fucking take a fat shit in my own house anymore without reporting the fucking weight and the time it took me pretty much to the fucking government. So It just comes down to that. But they can subvert and change things and kind of do a little bit of social engineering here and there and make the war that we should be having into just a Democrat versus Republican retard war. Misguide people once again. You know, really, this shit, if shit pops off, you shouldn't be going for your neighbor. You shouldn't be going for fucking liberal Landon or fucking Republican Randy down the street or fucking whatever the fuck. We should be going right to political office. But a lot of you are retard fucking brainwashed and think that for some reason half of the country is completely wrong and knows nothing and the other half is fucking smart and has it figured out. And Democrats the way or Republicans the way. No. We should be going, like the French Revolution, we should be pulling them out of their fucking houses. Allegedly. Maybe. This is all comedy. This is satirical. I'm a jokester. This is comedy. Should be pulling them out of their fucking houses and executing them on fucking live TV in front of the other ones. All of them. There should be, the people who are puppets should be scared to be puppets. If you're fucking a sellout, you should be fucking scared for your life. That if people find out that you're doing that you're gonna fucking die. If Joe Biden was scared for his life of being a sellout, and we actually had men, and he got pulled out and executed in front of fucking town square, it'd be a lot different. If it was tar and feathering, it'd be a lot different. We're in that eon for sure. There's also the other side of the spectrum that you need to realize that we're past the age of Christ, the millennium of Christ on the timeline. We're no longer in the eon of Christ. We're in Satan's reign when he's released. Christ was here. Yahshua ben Yosef was his name, actually. That's a totally different conversation. I'll actually do a episode on that. J's not even in the Hebrew alphabet, dude. There's no J. J didn't exist. Either way, we had Yeshua here. We had Christ here. He died. We had reign of Christ. We had mass amounts of people being religious, following text and whatnot. Muslims as well. You dumbasses probably don't know this because you listen to CNN and Fox News all the time. And you let the news tell you how to think. But Muslims, the Quran, which is their holy book, the Holy Quran, has Jesus in it. Jesus is the most quoted prophet in the Quran. It's not fucking Muhammad, it's Jesus. Either way, we're in the age of Satan. So he's released, we're fully seeing it. I mean, our phone is straight lower self. You get on there, it's lust, greed with our bank account, Coinbase, Robinhood, lust with OnlyFans, Pornhub. All the shit's at the tip of our fucking fingertips. So we're pretty much right now in the age of Satan, you know. And you gotta just stand strong. You gotta stand strong. God's gangster. So when the corrupted police come to God and they shake him and beat him and they kick him and tell him he's a piece of shit and tell everyone else he's a piece of shit, he stays true to his word and his people and who he's with and what he does, no matter what. So we can go through fucking 400 years of Satan being unleashed. If you're true to yourself, your morals, your foundation, and your soul, and what you really believe in, you should be unshaked, unrivaled. There should be nothing that's going to sway you into thinking otherwise. Yes, you should be open to grow and have room to grow. But, you know, there's really no way around these weird-ass celebrities and Jewish people and freak shows and Catholic preachers raping kids, eating baby foreskins like Jewish people do, fucking adrenochrome harvesting like these celebrities. There's really no way to rationalize that unless you're just looking for pure power. And then you're just a fucking freak show. You're just a dumbass. So, next episode I'm going to talk about Jesus Christ and the link to Jesus Christ is actually Caesar Borgia, who is Da Vinci's cousin, and that's who Jesus was painted under as the image of. It's just a little subconscious trick they did there, the Europeans did there. because Yeshua was olive, which is either green or black. Green is an alien, black is a Negro. So we'll go over that the next episode. I had a little hiatus. I'm back now. I hope to get some better episodes, drop some more knowledge. I'll be coming with them Vimeo videos, which are going to be 2-3 hours long, of just long, complex topics, Kabbalah, all things esoteric, harvesting your psionic abilities, how to literally use your superpowers, different things like that. So stay tuned. Peace out.